Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another episode of Tea Talk with me, Owen Fernandez. I wish everyone a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are. My only wish is that you are safe and that you're doing well. Today is the 14th of September, 2021. And just in another 15 days, we will be entering the fourth quarter of this year. Our topic for today is how to harness the power of small wins. The focus is on the word power and small wins. Friends, we have all at one point in our lives had some type of big goals, big dreams, or even a big plan that never got off the ground simply because it was too big, too complex, or it just simply took us too long to reach the destination. Now, some of us, in frustrations, or even because of being overwhelmed, would have given up on our dreams, would have given up on our goals, would have given up on our plans simply because of some mental block that it is too difficult for us to achieve. Now, I understand all this. In the face of achieving something big, friends, we fail to remember that small things are also a part of a bigger whole. But human beings, as we are, in our desire to achieve a dream or reach a particular destination, seldom do we pay attention to the journey. Day in and day out, we have opportunities for small wins. And I'm sure each one of us today, wherever we are, we have come this far, of course, on the back of small wins. And it is these small wins that add up to major accomplishments. Plus, making daily progress on meaningful work also boosts our motivation, our productivity, and our creativity. Friends, small wins mean progress every day towards your life goals. And because you see this progress every day, the chances of being intrinsically motivated never drops. Every day you feel closer to your goals. So, my request today is watch out for those small wins. And I'm sure all of us every day do have these small wins, but it doesn't take center stage because we ignore it. So, focusing on small wins help you break down large goals into manageable chunks. So, friends, in this episode, I will share with you why small wins are important and some steps to implement those small wins and see how it shapes up in order to help us achieve our bigger goals. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, take a comfortable seat, and relax as we go deeper into this topic. Now, for those who are for the first time on this call, please let me know where are you watching this from. And of course, there is a chat box just in case if you decide to put up a question or two or just interact with me as I speak on this topic, episode 39, how to harness the power of small wins. So let's get going. Today is the 14th of September, 2021. I see a very good friend of mine, Peter Bordage. Welcome, Peter, and thanks for showing up regularly. Now, friends, as usual, I always start with a quote, and this time it is from Rosabeth Moss Cantor. Now, she says something that is not very unusual, but most of the time we just ignore it for its simplicity, telling that we know about it. Now, she says, I have found that small wins, small projects, small differences often make huge differences. She has used the word small three times, and it goes on to say that every small aspect of our lives do play a major influence in our lives as a whole. Now, Teresa Amabile at Harvard Business School calls this the progress principle. I repeat, she calls this the progress principle, which she discovered with researcher Stephen J. Kramer. Now, they studied thousands, friends, thousands of daily journal entries from knowledge workers who were tasked with creative projects. Now, on analyzing these entries, they came to a very solid conclusion that achieving small wins regularly was the part that actually motivated these workers to do something more and continue in their progress to get successful. Now, these meaningful advances, even when minor, sustain motivation even in the face of inevitable setbacks, challenges, and obstacles. And these small achievements foster creativity, productivity over a long term. So even today, wherever in life you find yourself disgruntled, discontent, not able to achieve, fall back on certain things that you were able to achieve. You were able to get a small win, and check what was it that worked for you and what was it that did not work for you. Friends, small wins can give people an enormous boost emotionally and can really raise their level, as I said, of intrinsic motivation, which is more important than any external reward or any external force. And that basically makes us deal and lead to creativity. A Cornell professor wrote in 1984, and I was not able to find his name. He says small wins are a steady application of a small advantage. Now I'm reading that again. Small wins are a steady application of a small advantage. Think about it. There is an advantage. Once a small win has been accomplished, forces, unseen forces are set in motion that favor another small win, he says. Some sort of a snowball effect. He goes on to say that small wins fuel transformative changes by leveraging tiny advantages into patterns, into trends that convince people that bigger achievements are within their reach. That bigger achievements are within their reach. So just don't abort your dreams, your goals, simply because they are big and large. As someone rightly said, a journey to 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And we were children, we were babes once. We learned to walk, and we are now adults. We know a lot of things. We have come this far. We've had wins in the past. We need to focus on those wins, back ourselves, and continue on our journey to achieve the inevitable. Now, what is the power in these small wins? Friends, first, small wins need to fit two criteria, and those criteria is on your screen. The first one is need little time. The small wins that I'm talking about are not enormous tasks that you need to be overwhelmed with. They need little time. Your wins need to be small to make sure you complete them. We all have a concentration span of time to do task. Now, if it is more than if it is more and it takes long, we tend to lose the motivation to get started. And then we cite all different types of reasons as excuses. So make your small wins as small as possible so that you would get the first boost. And the second criteria to extract power through small wins is that it should need little effort. It's all about creating small new habits. So your new habits need to be so small that it makes you feel embarrassed if you skip a day. You'll feel crazy if you don't do it. Small wins need to be too small to fail. The less effort you need to complete your small win, the fewer excuses you'll allow yourself. And I have said that in the past. It is the simplicity that carries a lot of power. And we as human beings tend to complicate things by bringing a lot of factors that are not necessarily needed to be brought into the picture. The power is in the simplicity. So if you're looking at small wins, think about it needs to have two criteria. It needs to have little time to do it and little effort to do it and make it a habit. So, why small wins? Peter Boras says taking baby steps and having the clear picture of our end destination will do wonders. Definitely. Now, why small wins? The first thing is small wins compound over time. A series of small wins will bring you to your destination, will bring you to the place where success will meet you. Small wins compound over time. The second one is small wins break complex goals into more manageable pieces to handle. Suddenly, you will find that big and lofty goals seem achievable. And last but not the least, small wins give you the power to change yourself and your life. I'm going to touch about point 3 a little later in this episode. So think about it. Small wins compound over time. They just multiply, they just add on. They break massive big goals into small achievable targets. And they also give you momentum, the power to change yourself and your life, and thus your results. So, what are the steps I would recommend or I would share in trying to implement some of the ways you can achieve small wins? The first thing is start small. Here, you can break this into two distinct parts. First, start, and then start small. Now, this helps you to beat the procrastination. It all boils down, friends, to getting started. Starting is the greatest separator between you and your destination. And for those who are first time on the call, there is an episode 9, where I speak about the challenges of starting and why is it a greatest separator. Friends, once we get the ball rolling, there is a high possibility through momentum that we can become unstoppable. The problem, of course, is getting the ball rolling. So let me take you to the chapter in physics where Newton talks about his first law, the law of inertia, which goes like this: an object at rest remains at rest, and an object in motion continues to remain in motion at a constant speed and in a straight line unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So if you don't start, you don't challenge yourself how strong you are to overcome obstacles. And let me tell you this: everything worthy is uphill. There is nothing in life that will come easily to you. The human spirit is capable of overcoming challenges and obstacles, provided you start. So I see my friend Winnie Benjamin just pop up. The small wins, she says, have greater impact than the infrequent large ones. Very true, because the large ones come far away from each other. The frequency is quite low. Now, small wins means progress every day, as I said before, towards your life goals. So start small, friends. Now, most of us would love to see the entire path from where we are to where we would like to go. But life doesn't work that way. Now, imagine a picture of a person carrying a lantern. Now, what does he do? The lantern just lights up a portion of the path and allows you to take the first step. So, why not start small? It encourages you to get started and allows you to prioritize and concentrate. It also provides the necessary steps. And as you take step after step, you will find out that it becomes much more easier. Like the person carrying the lantern, your path will only be illuminated a short distance ahead, but it does show us the path that will take us there. And once you start, I'm definitely sure that you will get momentum and make momentum your friend. As soon as you take that first small step and start moving forward, things tend to become a little easier. And if the momentum gets strong enough, many of the problems that we think are problems take care of themselves. And of course, if you have talent, talent can take over then. But it starts only after you have taken those first steps. Start small. Start small. The second one that I would like to share here is do it daily. Friends, consistency is key, and consistency compounds. It's much better to exercise every day for, say, 5 to 10 minutes rather than a 2-hour session every Sunday. And just in case if you do miss it on a Sunday, suddenly you will find out that you have not worked on your body for 2 weeks. There is a tendency to lose interest, lose momentum, and most possibly procrastinate. So do it daily. Do it daily. Slow, constant progress every day is the key. And when you do it daily, needless to say, it becomes a part of your daily routine and then your habit. Now, inserting your small win into an existing routine is a simple way to ensure you'll practice your new habit. Make it a habit. Research shows that if you do something continuously over a period of 21 days at a particular time, in a particular position, in a routine way, the chances that it will turn into a habit are very high. So, suddenly, you could basically make sure that you win something each day on your journey towards wherever you want to be, to do, and have. And finally, which is very important for your psyche, is don't forget to celebrate those small wins. Friends, when you hit a milestone or achieve a small improvement, don't simply ignore it and say that it is inconsequential. No, instead, take time to reflect on your successes and learn to celebrate them, however small it may be. Be grateful for those small wins. As I said before, it is something like a spark that can add to your intrinsic motivation and create some sort of a momentum, giving you hope that the things that you thought it was impossible are now coming onto the horizon and look much achievable. It provides motivation and ends the day on a positive note. Friends, in order for small wins to have power, you need to recognize and celebrate them. You need to incorporate that celebration into your daily life. Pat yourself on your back saying, well done. They need to have meaning and just not feel like busy work. Now, let's take this particular tea time with Owen as an example. Look today, the 14th of September, where we are. We are on episode number 39 already. We did not reach here just like that. I remember we started with episode 1, of course, and moved slowly, one episode at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, and it has brought us this far. Also, when I started this, I had only some 15 to 20 subscribers. Now we are reaching almost 150 already. And as I have basically worked on how exactly this is surfacing, more than 3,000 views have already been had on all the channels that I am broadcasting live, that is Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Now, I know that this is not something big to boast, but if I continue doing that, and if I continue showing up slowly and steadily, it will compound. And of course, I'm thankful to each and every person that has showed up, and of course, my subscribers. Now, just for those who are new to the call, all the previous 38 episodes are on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go there. Check whatever suits you. It's just around 20 to 25 minutes of your time. And if you like it, do press the like button and share it with your friends and your families. And of course, if you have not subscribed, please do that. So, small wins. I see a good friend of mine, Cheryl Cooper. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for showing up. So, friends, what am I trying to say? Don't ignore those small wins. Now, let me put it into practical examples. Want to write a book? Start writing 10 pages a day, or even start writing 5 pages a day. Make it a habit. That's a small win. Want to lose weight? Start exercising a little every day. A small win here could be losing the first 2 kilograms or 2 pounds. Planning to drive off to a far off destination? Start your car first and move the first few kilometers, making sure that you have gas and everything is working well. That's a small win. Want to start a family? Great. First, find a partner and make sure that you attract the partner towards you. That would be a small win. Want to find a job? Start looking for one first and attend any interview that first comes your way. That could be a small win. Want to fly to another country or another continent? That's a great plan. That's a great goal. That's a great dream. Start checking with the visa requirements first, followed by getting funds to buy a ticket. That would be a great small win. And once done, reaching the airport on time to take off would also be regarded as another small win. Want to score a goal in football or whatever field you are? Make yourself fit to play on the field. That would be a small win. Want to win a Grand Slam? Qualify first to enter the competition. And of course, you've got the first round, the second round, the third round. Slowly and steadily, after each win, it gives you the confidence that you can claim that cup or the prized possession that you so desperately wanted. We saw this teenage sensation, Abba Radakun. I'm not sure whether I have mentioned the surname well. You know, the British sensational, the teen sensation that just won the US Grand Slam tennis tournament. Now, for those of my friends in India, okay, where cricket is a craze, want to score a century in cricket? First, protect your wicket. Don't get out and score the first run. That's how you go towards scoring a century. Closer home, want to cook a hot meal? Make sure you have heat or fire and, of course, the ingredients. That would be the small win in order to feel satisfied as you have cooked a hot meal. So, in summary, start small, do it daily, consistency compounds, insert it into a routine where it slowly develops into a positive habit, and of course, learn to celebrate small wins. So, friends, in summary, I would like to quote Paulo Coelho. He says, "The great victory which appears so simple today was always the result of a series of small victories that went unnoticed." As I said before, small things can change our lives. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Make it a habit to get small wins on your way to fulfilling your big plans, your big goals, and even your dreams. Success, friends, is a series of small wins, and each win leaves a clue. It tells us what worked, what did not work, and then you can play with it in order to get the right balance, the formula of repeating it. So, want to change your life big time? Change your thoughts, change your mindset, change your attitude, change your behavior, change your habits. Most of us have got big dreams but poor habits. Friends, I know for sure from my personal life, habits steer your life in the right direction if those habits are good. And with enough practice, you make progress towards your goal. Trust the process. Habits are the best investment you can make on yourself. Also, friends, focus on micro changes. Aim to improve at least 1% every single day until it becomes a part of your routine. Just imagine it's going to compound, and by the end of the year, you yourself will be a new person with a new, renewed sense of purpose and greater levels of energy. As I said, aim to improve 1% every single day until it becomes a part of your routine, until it becomes a part of who you are. And remember, your life won't change in a day. It just doesn't happen overnight. But small and consistent improvements are the key to long term behavioral change. Change a little every day. Pat yourself up and marvel at the power of compounding when you realize how much your life has changed because of small wins. Friends, thanks for watching. You will find the references of what has been shared at the end of this video. Feel free to use them further for your personal growth. Again, I repeat, if you liked this episode, please comment and share. Also, you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. There you will find this video as well as many other videos that you can use for your life. Remember, the win is always within you. I, Owen Fernandez, am here to help you be victorious. I believe in you, and together we can. So stay safe and see you on the next episode on Tea Time with Owen. Bye for now.